NBA season, it's finally back, guys, and I've got a new piece of content here for you. So, if you saw, I had a little bit of a teaser up at the end of last week. I threw out a video and just kind of see if there was any sort of interest in this content, what kind of response I got. And I got some pretty good responses from you guys. It seemed like something you wanted more of. So, here is the plan. Every single day this NBA season, other than Sunday, because that's an NFL day, I am currently planning on doing a breakdown of all of the games using my NBA model and projecting out spreads for each game. So I'm going to actually do it before I get on screen, just so you guys aren't seeing me input minutes on screen for like hours at a time. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull up all the games. I'm going to show you what I have for the projected spreads. If there is any value, walk through why there is value, why it's worth placing a bet on. And hopefully this is something you guys find helpful. And in some of the scenarios where, players are questionable, we'll go through the process of what happens if certain players are ruled out. So hopefully we could all make some money together. As you're watching this, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have any kind of input, thoughts, questions, or anything along those lines, let me know down below in the YouTube description box, because this is a new piece of content and this is content for you guys. I don't sit here on YouTube and make content for myself. I don't do it just to hear myself talk. I do it because I want to bring valuable information to you guys and give you what it is that you want to see. So with that in mind, let's dig into the first 2-game slate of the NBA season. And I'm actually going to start with the later game just because it's one that I actually have a bet on, where if you guys see, we have the projected, well, not the projected spread, the spread for the Warriors-Lakers game, which is actually moving on screen as I'm talking about it. And screen sharing DraftKings at the moment, because almost every single sports book is down on Monday night. So Warriors-Lakers, the spread is, even though the Lakers are at home, they are slight 2.5-point underdogs. And for me, I actually have this game projected as a pick'em. So I like the Lakers side with the points. And there's a couple of main reasons why. And this is even though you'll see here, LeBron obviously got him projected out for 0 minutes. But with that said, there are reasons that I like the Lakers side of the game. At the start of the season, the primary reason for me being on the opposite side of the Warriors is I don't know what the minutes are going to look like for Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry to open the season. Now, that doesn't mean I think these guys play 22 or 25 minutes or anything like that. But I am fairly confident in telling you guys that we are going to see a bigger workload for Luka than we're going to see for either of the stars for Golden State. So that is one thing right out of the gate here is Luka. We've seen all the narratives of the reports that he's coming into the season in really good shape. And I think that he is going to be ready to handle a massive workload right out of the gate. Whereas the Warriors, a team that has veterans and championship aspirations, I think they're going to be really conservative and making sure that their guys are healthy through the stretch of the season, and probably not prioritizing winning every single individual game or maximizing their odds of winning every single regular season game. So you'll see here that we've got Luka in, and also the initial minutes projections, I'm pulling them right from Stochastic, and then any things that I might want to tinker with a little bit, I'll make some little changes here and there. But we've got Luka projected for 35.5 minutes, whereas we've got Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry each for about 33.5 minutes. And I would honestly be surprised to see too much more playing time than this from the Warriors key guys. But I think there's a very real possibility they play 1 or 2 minutes less than this. And that's a main reason that we're seeing some value here on the Lakers side of the game. Another thing as well with the Warriors, they have a lot of depth, but one of their key depth pieces is DeAnthony Melton. He actually projects to be a really, really good plus-minus player by a lot of the advanced analytics projection sites. And him being out actually has a pretty profound impact on the depth for the Warriors. One other thing also that's worth noting here is that officially, Kuminga and Jimmy Butler are listed as questionable heading into the game. They are expected to play, but it's just kind of another indicator that somebody like Jimmy Butler, somebody like Steph Curry, the Warriors are going to be cautious with these guys, I think, out of the gate. But look at this. If we take just Buddy Hield's minutes and we give them to DeAnthony Melton. So you'll see we've got Buddy Hield projected for 24.5 minutes about. If we just take these minutes and give them to DeAnthony Melton instead, it moves the line by about a full point. So that's the kind of value that DeAnthony Melton has to the depth of the Warriors. And these are the kinds of little edges sometimes that when players are ruled out that don't seem super significant at first glance, they actually can be pretty impactful to the spread. So I think that D'Anthony Melton being out, that has some impact on the depth of the Warriors. And then also to open the season, me thinking that Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler probably have a little bit of a minutes cap. That's another reason why I'm against the Warriors to open the season. So first bet of the season, I like the Lakers plus 2.5 points. That is something that I am on for the later game of tonight. One other thing as well, if you guys followed my bankroll thread last year, it was something pretty fun that I did with the portfolio EV tools that we have at Odd Shopper. I started the NBA season by betting usually like $1, $2 per prop. We started with a $100 bankroll and just using the bet recommendations and the bet size recommendations from Odd Shopper Portfolio EV, we got that starting $100 bankroll up to a little bit over $1,400 by the end of the season. Also mixed in some other sports over the course of the summer, but we're restarting it at $100 to start this NBA season. And instead of doing it on Twitter, I'm going to be doing it on Tails. So it is still totally free, but a main benefit to it being over on Tails is now when I post my bets here, you guys could tail them and you'll see a deep link will show up here and you could go directly to any of the books that have any of the prices listed for that prop. So this would be a really easy way for you guys to tail all the bets that I post from the bankroll thread and also get them as quickly as possible. So if you download the Tails app and you turn on notifications, you'll get all of the bets sent right to your phone as I post them. Also, just for reference, here's some of the prop bets that I've posted for the bankroll thread so far ahead of Tuesday's games. We've got Şengün under 18.5 points, Draymond Green under 8.5 points, Amen Thompson under 15.5 points, Al Horford under 15.5 PRA, another older player from the Warriors who I don't think is going to be playing a ton of minutes right out of the gate. I got a couple bets from Wednesday in here already as well, like Giannis Antetokounmpo for over 48.5 PRA against the Wizards. We'll talk more about Wednesday's games tomorrow. So go and follow me on Tails. And then also, if you want to use the portfolio EV tools for yourself, we do have a promo code set up as well to start the season. So if you use the promo code RETURN, you'll get 20% off a weekly or monthly package, whichever it is that you choose to sign up for. So go check out the portfolio V tools if you're looking to prop bet as well. And I'll be posting some prop bets over to Tails, and I'll cover some of them on this show as they come up as well. So just like I just went over now, I'll really quickly just tell you about some of the bets as we go through the games when we've got more than two of them on a given slate. So anyway, some of those prop bets, and then also a bet on Lakers plus 2.5 for Tuesday night. So one other game here on the slate, the only other game on the slate, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Houston Rockets. And I see no value betting the spread on this game. You guys will see here, the spread is listed at 7.5 points. My projection also is right on the dot at 7.5. So I think this is a very, very fair line. But there is one thing that I want to point out about this game. If you guys didn't see the Rockets starting lineup that they've already announced, they're going with the jumbo lineup. Amen Thompson at point guard, Kevin Durant at shooting guard, Jabari Smith Jr. at small forward. Then you're going with Şengün at power forward, and they've got Steven Adams at center. I don't know this for sure, but I think this is the biggest starting lineup in NBA history. It is 4 7-footers and then a point guard who's listed at 6'8" or something like that. And Amen Thompson with a massive wingspan. This is a gigantic lineup for the Rockets. They've also signed Clint Capella, who's going to play backup center minutes. So initially, I wasn't even sure if Clint Capella, who obviously used to be on the Rockets, now he's coming back, I wasn't even sure if he was going to be in the rotation. When you consider that they're starting Adams and Şengün together in the front court, it probably means Capella is going to be in the rotation as well. That gives me reason to think there's a little bit of value potentially on the under for this game. How fast are the Rockets going to be able to play with this massive, gigantic starting lineup? I think it's going to be a little bit of a slower paced team. So I do have some interest in the under for this game, even if the spread is projected to be pretty fair. Another big reason why the spread is 7.5 is you've got Jaylen Williams out for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's funny, a lot of people might look at a 7.5 point spread for this new Rockets team and think that's a pretty wide number, but the number would be a couple points wider if Jaylen Williams was actually playing. So if we were to reallocate some of these minutes and just say, I'll just take out, say, the 12 minutes from Jaylen Williams and then take out the 19 minutes from Mitchell. And if we gave them to Jaylen Williams instead and just put him at 31 minutes, Actually, I think it should have been like, what, 31 and a half, something like that. All right. Well, if we just gave those minutes to Jaylen Williams, you'll see that that actually would have made the spread about 9.5 points. So for this game, at full health, I would have the Oklahoma City Thunder favored by about 9.5 points over the Rockets when you consider that OKC is at home. But with Jaylen Williams out, that line drops to 7.5, which is right in line with what the market has this game at. So no real interest in me betting this game on the spread, but a little bit of interest in the under just because of how big that starting lineup is for the Houston Rockets and how that could impact pace. Other than that, guys, that is a quick rundown of tomorrow's 2-game opening NBA slate. And if you guys like this content, the current plan is to do this for all of the slates, Monday through Saturday. And then who knows, after NFL winds down, if there's a lot of interest, maybe I'll do it for Sundays as well. So if you like this content, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, head on over to Tails, either just go over to tails.bet or download the Tails app. Follow me there because when it's all free. Everything I post there, it is totally free. And then when I post any bets to there, if you have the app downloaded, those notifications are going to send right to your phone and you'll be able to place all the bets at the same numbers that I post before the lines move. So other than that, guys, let's have a great NBA season. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you have any input, anything that you want to see me do more of in this video, maybe there's something I did in this video you hate that you don't want to see me talk about, or if there's something you want me to expand on, maybe you want to see me do this live as opposed to pre-recorded. Any thoughts or comments, let me know down below. I'm going to read all of them because I want to make this content the best that it possibly could be this season for you guys. So other than that, let's have a great season and good luck tomorrow.